All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axle1324. You're muted, Death Dealer. I cannot hear you.
Oh, I'm Death Dealer.
There we go.
Sorry.
By the way, guys, sorry that there's some glitching going on. I tried to fix my connection last minute here, but I was unsuccessful. I am sorry about that. And there seems to be internet outages around my area. So if this podcast suddenly ends, it's because Spectrum sucks, I guess. Anyways, it is Friday. How was your week, Death Dealer?
Very nice. Relaxing this week, actually, I have to say.
It's good. That's good. It's always good to relax. And my week was also very good. Very quick. I feel like just yesterday was Tuesday. So that's always a good feeling when the week just flies by.
Yeah.
So yes. Let's check in with the iconic chat. Let's do this, says Kilo Milo. Thank you so much, Kilo Milo, for joining us. You are the real MVP. It's Timoth version 2.0 joins us. He says, what's up? What's up? It's Timoth. Thank you so much for being here. Tony Grosso joins us. He says, what's good, kids? What's good, Tony Grosso? Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Oh, and sorry, it's Timoth. You are also the real MVP. Your Wicked Hot says, hey, everyone. Hey, Your Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like doing like a Fat Albert, like, hey. You know. So, yeah. And Pray Not Phasma says, hey, Pray Not Phasma. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Brendan Fultz joins us. He says, let's go, Brendan Fultz. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And let's see who else we got jumping in. My beautiful wife comes in. She says, yoo-hoo! Thank you so much to my beautiful wife. You are the MVP of my life. Back from the dead joins us. He says, hey, everyone. Hey, Back from the Dead. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Dreadpool comes in. He says, sup, everyone. Sup, Dreadpool. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. The Mag says, good evening, friends. The Mag. Thank you so much for joining us, Mag. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP. And let's get going. So today we're talking about game graphics, and I kind of want to go through the console generations. So that's why this one says the third console generation. That being the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Atari 7600, and there was a third one, but I can't remember. Let's look at Wikipedia. Wikipedia will know all of this. Let's see. Consoles by generation wiki. So according to Wikipedia, the third console generation, here we go, is the Sega Master System, Atari 7800, and the Nintendo Entertainment System. So there you go, everybody. That is the third console generation. Everybody can see what I'm looking at. The reason I'm looking at the third is because I have not played anything from the second or the first console generation. So if you have, I'm sorry, I have no experience on it. I could not say anything. And those consoles are so hard to find good games for and all that good stuff that I just can't talk about it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, the Mag. We can't start on, the original tablet there. So yeah, stone tablets for the mag. Just had a little fun with him. Had a little fun with him. He knows. All right. So let's get right into it, Death Dealer. So graphics have always wowed us. Did you ever find yourself saying, "Wow, it's never going to get any better. How could it get any better?" Back on the Nintendo days.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Mario was always pretty good picture, in my opinion. Like where most of them, it was kind of blotchy and in
Mhm.
blobs you watched rolling around the screen. Mario, you could always kind of tell like it was a person, and this was a mushroom, and this was a
Mhm.
tortoise or whatever. So yeah, I do remember that, especially since I actually do have experience playing some of the older consoles, and yeah, having my mind blown by some of the newer ones versus the original Pog. It's quite a difference in graphics by far.
Right. I remember going for I think one of my cousins had an Atari 2600 because I remember playing one and thinking this kind of sucks. Like you went off screen and you either like if you went this way, you would appear on the other side. So let me see. If you
Mhm.
went this way, you would appear on this side going the same way, kind of like the asteroids thing. Or
Yeah.
once you got to this screen, it would like stop, move the slide, and move over. I don't know if you guys remember that, right? And I remember when I first saw the Nintendo and I got Mario and it scrolled with me. I was like, what? No more slides? No more PowerPoint? you know? Of course, PowerPoint didn't exist back then, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
No, yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, guys, let us know which games from the Sega Master System, the Atari 7800, and the Nintendo Entertainment System blew your mind, like melted your eyeballs back in the day. So yeah, and one more time, let's check in with HTK360. He joins us. Thank you so much, HTK360. Thank you. You are the real MVP. All right, here we go. Let's get right into it. What is the first game you want to talk about, Death Dealer?
Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. That had amazing graphics for the time in which it came out, and they actually hold up fairly decent today for what they are, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's take a look at it here. I'm just kind of pulling up some random gameplay real quick. So, when you first start off, this looks like basically any other Castlevania you played because they were also good. They were also detailed. But then you realize that as you play through the game, there's some good rotational graphics. Let me see if I can find them. And of course, the parallax scrolling was through the roof back then. I think it was the clock tower yeah. So you can see here, there's some nice rotational graphics down here. The chains are moving. I mean, that's some detail right there that you got. And of course, the backgrounds are very colorful. There is no confusing what's what. Those are stairs. Those are spikes. I think you still know it's a pork chop. I used to think it was a turkey, but I guess it's a pork chop. So that's the only thing that's confusing. But yeah, I remember this one. I mean, look how smooth that rotation is right there on this gear. Look at that. That's impressive, guys. For the old 8-bit Nintendo, Castlevania had some really nice animations and really nice rotational, especially Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. What don't you think that was? What else about it impressed you? Maybe anything else? Did I miss anything?
No, you pretty much have covered it. I mean, the background design for it, the detail in the background, I always thought was pretty cool, especially for the time in which it came out. It was fairly impressive because you could tell that was supposed to be brick behind it, not just a solid wall.
Right.
Like I said, each console has gotten better over the years and they've all become more and more impressive. But like I said, for the time in which it came out, this was mind-blowing experience, especially considering most of the games beforehand were solid backgrounds and terrible graphics. It was plot
Yeah, and I
just
mean, and
moving
look at
across
this,
the
guys.
screen.
Like, that pendulum swinging. Where else did you see that? The door opening and closing. And look at all these gears now. I mean, this is good level stuff. I don't even know if I could program this right now on an NES without some experience. But yeah, like I want to go back a little bit. I mean, look at the detail on the pillars themselves. Like those are supposed to be pillars, and I think that's what made this game so special was the fact that everything just looked good. I mean, you can tell this is a window and that it has some depth to it. Like you're across the room on it. So that's super cool. So yeah, great choice that they learned Castlevania. Guys, again, let us know which games on the Sega Master System, the Atari 7600, or the Nintendo, the original Nintendo, you thought were some of the best looking games you had ever seen and melted your eyeballs. Is there anything you guys can think of would be fantastic? All right. My turn. So I'm going to talk about a game that I thought was wow. And when I first saw the very first one, I was impressed. When I saw the second one, I was even more impressed. And by the time it got to this one, I was even more impressed. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden, to me, was just like this fast action, lots of explosions kind of game that was fast paced. By the time in Ninja Gaiden 2, I remember the opening levels. You had like rain and wind, and you could tell you were in a rain and wind storm in Ninja Gaiden 2. And when you duplicated yourself, that was really cool. You could tell your duplicates were just duplicates. I mean, it was something to behold. And Ninja Gaiden 3 just takes it to a whole nother level. Again, you get the super detailed cutscenes. I mean, look at this. That looks like a person, right? There's no denying what's what here. I wanted to show you guys. I think there is a snow level. I'm trying to find it. Give me a minute. I want to say there's a snow levels here. Did I already pass it? I might have already passed it. Nope, I didn't. Okay. There's a snow level. Anyways, I remember in Ninja Gaiden 3, if I ever find this snow level, that the difference between Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 3 was in the snow level in Ninja Gaiden 3, it actually snowed. Like you were moving through snow, and that was super cool to me. Just the whole thing. Oh, okay, here. I'll do this. The desert level. These clouds are actually moving. That's not parallax scrolling. Those clouds are individually coded to just move across the screen whether you do or don't. And so these clouds are cool. You got the parallax scrolling of the mountains in the background. You got the scrolling of the sand in front of you. But I'm going to fast forward real quick. So like keep your eye on this cloud. It's kind of like halfway through the screen right now. And look at that. By the time this person gets to the end, it's almost gone through the screen. So it's just super cool that they programmed this stuff into games back then. And I was just so impressed with games like this. Ninja Gaiden 3 for the Nintendo, just fantastic. And of course, you get the amazing cutscenes, which they're so famous for. So yeah. And here I always thought this was like a shredder. I was a kid when I played this, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat this guy. He's like a shredder." So yeah, guys, let us know what you think. And and also now that when you hit the enemies, it registers their hits by lighting them up, so you can see that he glows every time you hit him. So that's super cool. And now instead of just blowing up, he blows up and collapses onto the ground like into a pile of rubble, burning on the ground. So that is cool stuff. Did you ever play Ninja Gaiden series or Ninja Gaiden 3?
I think I have, but I can't be sure. I mean, it shares a lot of similarities to I can't even think of what that game is now. So I can't say for sure if I've played this one or not.
That's all right. No need to make sure. All right, so the mag. Where's the mag? Where'd my buddy Mag go? I think it was the mag. Yeah. The mag says Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I think that was Alex Kidd in Miracle World. That is, I know it's going to pull up the Nintendo Switch, but I want to say this was a Genesis? Sega Master System game? It is. Okay. Let's check this out. So, here we go. I've never played this game, Mag, so I am so interested in looking at it. All right, so here's Alex Kidd in Miracle World on the original Genesis. So, the Mag, tell us why you loved this one, why it was so impressive to you, if you can. I mean, I can already see it's got pretty good graphics for the Master System. This is actually pretty dang good. Because the Master System was not overly impressive, but yeah, I can already see it. The glowing, the waves, the rotations. Yeah, I can already see it. And let's fast forward. This guy's taking forever to kill this octopus thing. I don't know what he's doing. Let's see. Now we're in a cave, and so you can tell these are rocks. You can tell you're in a cave. There's some lava going off on the bottom. Wow. For a Master System game, that is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what else we got. We got him in a chopper. Oh, it's like a chopper cycle. I wanted one of those so bad when I was a little kid. You know, you would always see them in the magazine or in the comic book ads.
Yeah.
Build your own gyrocopter or whatever the heck they were called.
I wanted
one so bad.
I wanted a jetpack when I was a kid. I thought those looked cool. Like Rocket Man. I'm out of here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see. The Max says it was so colorful and vibrant, and the music is fantastic. Oh, okay. Let me see. Yes, certified banger. It's cute. Yeah. So there you go, guys. So shout out to the Mag for putting out a game. Guys, again, let us know which games you thought were amazing and melted your eyeballs back in the day. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. 1970 Crumponi joins us. He says, hey, y'all, I'm late coming in. Hey, it's all right. That's not a problem. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's move it along to intermission time. There's no doggy here, so I will do my own announcements. Shout out to Doggy, guys. He's out watching something with his daughter. He'll be here again next week. So, yeah, he'll actually be out this weekend, next week. And, of course, you can never say no to the kids. How could you? How could you? You got to put the kids first.
Absolutely.
They'll remember it. Trust me. They might not show the appreciation, but trust me, they will remember when you let them down.
And they'll put you in a nursing home later because of it.
That's right.
You choose wisely, parents.
That's right, everybody. So it is intermission time with Death Dealer, and today we are just going to take a quick poll because we're trying to do the show a little faster. Death Dealer, do you remember our two games?
Oh,
Hold on,
no,
let me send it in the private chat real quick. There we go.
Okay. All right. That's right. Now it makes sense. Which game looked better, Castlevania 3 or Ninja Gaiden 3?
There you go, guys. So when we showed you guys Castlevania 3 and Ninja Gaiden 3, let us know which one you thought looked good. So first, let's go back to, I think it was Castlevania. Let me scroll, guys. Let me scroll. So in case you forgot in chat, here we go. This is Castlevania 3. Let's get out of the cutscene and get into some action. Here we go. And again, do you guys think this game looks better or clicking buttons? Do you guys think that something as awesome as, making sure I got this right, as Ninja Gaiden look better? 3. Look at this jungle. You can tell you're in a vibrant, colorful jungle, guys. Come on. Look at that detail. It's like an anime. Look at it. Come on, guys. Come on. You know how to vote.
Oh, that's funny.
Oops. Wrong one. There we go. Let us know, guys. Take a vote in the chat. Let me remove that so I don't hit that run button ever again. Oh man, come on, we need one more vote. We're tied. We are tied, guys. We need one more vote.
Drip pull, that's not an excuse. I'm gonna need you and TG to vote here, buddy.
That's right. Sorry, we're at Dairy Queen getting ice cream. Oh man, that sounds delicious.
Not an excuse.
Drip pull votes, Ninja getting 3. All right. All right. Oh. I think the votes are starting to come in. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Give everybody a few more seconds. All right. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and end the poll there. Dead Dealer, how did the chat do?
And the votes are Castlevania 3 at 62% to Ninja Gaiden 3 at 37%. So the majority has spoken. Castlevania 3 has better graphics. Sorry.
Oh, man. There you go. Castlevania 3, our winner for better graphics. Woo, way to go, Death Dealer. Choosing the winner wisely. So the chat agrees with you. All right. Hold on one second. There we go. All right. Let's move the show right along. By the way, chat, thank you so much for voting. We love hearing what you guys have to say, and that's going to do it there. Oh, Sir X-Man joins us. Thank you so much, Sir X-Man, for joining us. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP, and I think the vote was rigged. Agreed. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. We were robbed. The by the way, I know for a fact Sir X-Man was there with Mag playing those old first generation Magnavoxes and crap. They're not crap, guys. I'm just talking smack. All right. What is your second game, Death Dealer, that you're going to talk about today?
My second game is going to relate to probably a lot of people are going to relate to this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. Very popular when it came out. It was just a really good game. I mean, there was also a cartoon on TV at the time on Saturday mornings that we all got up to watch. Pretty sure almost everybody got up to watch them under the age of 30.
Right. Let me see. Here we go. Ready. There we go. Got it. All right. So what impressed you in this one?
Well, the gameplay was good. It was really smooth. Because before that, a lot of times you had the issue where something would happen on screen. You'd hit the buttons on the controller, and it would be there would be a lag in between what you did and what would happen on screen. So this was nice because it actually caught up faster to the jamming of the buttons, as I say. Mm-hmm. The graphics were good. The enemies seemed to have a little bit more of a unique aspect to it. They weren't all just doing the same exact thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. They each had their own moves. It seemed they were programmed to do their own things in a way, which was nice at the time too. It's a little more challenging.
Yeah, I can agree to all that. The enemy variety was definitely high in this one, and it takes a lot to program a lot of enemy variety. Yeah. Let's see.
And of course, you can
don't be jealous of my wisdom, Axel, Sister X-Man. Not jealous. I respect it, man. I respect it. You were there from the beginning, and you get to experience how good it's gotten, man. That's good. That's good. You don't need to calm down with the old talk. Just stop denying the truth, buddy. Just stop denying the truth.
I wouldn't say any of it's old. I said older. Okay.
Older,
I was around for
go.
these consoles too. I can't really say much on that aspect. So
absolutely. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project is a port of the arcade. Now the original, of course, by this time arcade boards were already at 16 bits, running much better than any home console ever could dream of running. But it is an excellent port that brought the arcade home. I have this game. I remember playing this game, and it's still just as hard and just as cool. Even now I can't go play the arcades because, well, I didn't buy one. That's just who I am. Can't afford it. But the walking animations, the fighting, the way the enemies pop in, they can come in from anywhere, the driving, everything. The fact that the turtles do their special moves, that spinning around that Leo does, that's just cool that it was programmed in. And yeah, the screen was reduced in size and all this stuff, but it was still awesome. Still awesome. So yeah, great choice by Death Dealer, guys. Great choice. I agree with you. And the fact that each turtle, you could have 2 turtles on the screen at once with all these bad guys, that's super cool. Just super cool, guys. The only thing I will say is that they all have orange bandanas here. That's about the only downside, but otherwise, I mean, look at that. The different color Foot Clans to tell you which one's which. It's super cool. Super cool. Great choice. Let's see. So Expense says, I was 13 when I got an Atari 2600. Dang. That's cool. I bet you were super excited when you got it. All right. Let me pull mine up. Which one is mine? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, wrong letter. All right. So I'm going to go with basically my go-to series on the Nintendo. At the time, I was very much an action guy back then. And that is none other, of course, than the incredible Mega Man series on the NES. But so I'm going to show you guys Mega Man 6 because this is when they finally got it, guys. So, Mega Man just has a lot of action. It does have some slowdown because, of course, they were pushing the graphics. And by 6, you had Mega Man's charger. Like you can see it. You could double charge it. You could charge the special weapons at this point. You could slide, your dog. I don't know what the dog's name is. Shoot, I went black on the dog's name. I think it's called Roll, maybe. I think his name is Roll. And but yeah, this game super cool. The music was always jamming. It was always bright and colorful. Good animations. You just always knew what you were getting with Mega Man, and what you were getting was an awesome game. I mean, look at this. Lots of explosions. Even though there's nothing in the background, look how big and detailed that boss is. And that's a mini boss. So, yeah, I always appreciated these games for what they were. And that is just fast, action, fun. And you could see the projectiles clearly, all that good stuff that's required in an action game. So, shout out to Mega Man for basically making my childhood awesome. Let me see if I can find a snow level here. Because I always like snow levels because they're hard to pull off. Even nowadays, snow levels are very hard. It doesn't look like we have one. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. No problem. Death Dealer, did you ever play the Mega Man games?
Yes, I did. Yeah, we liked Mega Man as our house as well. It was always fun. I mean, the games were always entertaining. This one in particular was fun, obviously. It was nice. The graphics were good on it. It had a smooth gameplay. And I believe if you had 2 people, you could control the dog as well.
Oh, that's right. Little tag on multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right, let me see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Great. That's awesome. With that, let's get to the poll of the day. I'm not even going to pull up the intermission time. People are just going to have to imagine the intermission time thing is. Because I want to keep this on the screen so people can look at the games we talked about.
And your choice
let me
is...
put you in the chat. Go ahead, Death Dealer. For our second poll, go ahead and ask away.
Okay, which one looked better? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, or Mega Man 6?
I mean, look at this, guys. The bosses flash in when they come out. They have great animations. No slowdown. Lots of action happening on the screen. This is just awesome Mega Man, guys. Come on.
I'm not even going to try and sell Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's extremely popular. I shouldn't have to sell that on anybody. I mean, aside from the movies, the games were always pretty good, so you can't really go wrong there.
But just in case you guys forgot what the Manhattan Project looked like, here you go. Again, There you go. So who are you rooting for, guys? Who are you rooting for? Let's check in with the chat. Just a lot of hellos back and forth between people. Great.
Mhm.
Let me see if anybody has written anything about the games we're talking about today. Not right now. Oh, but hey, you know what? 1970 Chrome Pony joins us. Thank you so much, 1970 Chrome Pony. We appreciate you. You are the real MVP. While we're waiting for these votes. So yeah, guys, which game looked better? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or... Let me see if I can do this right. I would be so sad if I did that and it loaded an ad. Or Mega Man 6. Like, I really would be so sad. Be sure to vote in the chat. Back from the distance. All I see is orange and Mega Man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has more color variation. All right, fair enough. Let's see. And Sir X-Man says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? TNT? I never heard of that game. It must be an Atari 2600 game. I don't know. I'm just kidding, Sir X-Man. I know what you meant. All right. Let's go ahead and tally up the votes. How did the audience vote today?
Oh, of course. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the win at 71% over Mega Man at 28%.
Dang.
Ouch.
Oh, man. It hits me right in the feels. Guys.
I picked good games.
Yeah. Yeah, you're taking it. You're running away with it today. You're taking it away, man. I'm. You know what, guys? I wear glasses, I guess. So that might be the reason why I can't see as good as the dealer.
My mom always said my playing video games was pointless. She was very wrong. Appreciate that, guys.
There you go, guys. Oh my gosh. Nintendo. Hold on, I'm grabbing another game here. I think you're gonna win this one as well. Just
I know I'm winning this one.
Kind of pointing it out that I think you will win.
I'm sorry in advance. I know I'm winning this one. I'm sorry.
Wow, you're gonna clean sweep me. All right, here we go. I got it. All right, Dealer, hit us with your third game of the evening.
And my third and final pick is Super Mario Brothers 3. Oh, look at that. You can't tell me that game wasn't amazing. The details, the fact that the secret levels were slightly different than they had been in the past. It was just beautiful all the way around. And I believe this is the first time they introduced the raccoon version of Mario.
The Tanuki, yeah.
So, I mean, come on. It gave us the best version of Mario. It's like amazing.
Yeah. I remember watching Mario 3 and I was so hyped for this game. And, you know, back then you could only see it in the magazines. Like, we wouldn't buy the magazines, but I would read them anyway. And it's just like, man, it looks so good. Man, it looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. And when you finally play it, the colors, I mean, you want to talk about a game that, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of the Nintendo Entertainment System. Nobody did it better than Super Mario Bros. 3. I mean, vibrant colors, diagonal scrolling, actually. The only game in my memory that has diagonal scrolling, by the way. It was just an incredible experience. You had to be there, you know, when this came out. It basically stopped the world. I think this guy's trying to collect a 1-up. Yep, there he goes.
It was an amazing game.
Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah, and the suits, you know, you had the frog suit, the Tanuki suit that could turn into stone. You had the P. I don't know what the P was. The P just gave you unlimited powers. The overworlds to let you know which world you're in. That kind of still persists today in Mario games. I mean, this game is just everything an NES game should be, especially graphically. It looks good. Mario's huge. You can definitely tell it's a raccoon tail. even though it's a tanuki. In the
Yes.
West, it's a raccoon. All right, here we go. Let's check in with the chat. Dreadful says Teenage Nunes Nika Turtles. Sir X-Man says he dares me to pull up some Contra. You know what? I love Contra. It's not my pick, but I am going to pull up some Contra actually. Because Contra had some pseudo 3D overworld levels, I think. Right? And so I remember this game. Let me pull it up here. Lots of action, lots of explosions, very little slowdown, very little flicker. You can play by yourself or play with 2 players. I mean, look at the amount of bullets that can fly across the screen at any time sometimes. I mean, look at this. The bridge explodes, you can tell. It's just awesome. Let me fast forward to one of the pseudo 3D levels. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Look at this. Some nice scaling to make you feel like you're shooting forward, and then you walk forward. This couldn't have been easy for the Nintendo to do back then. Remember, it wasn't built to do 3D. So yeah, Sir X-Man. Contra, great choice graphically. Not bad at all. All right, so my game is going to be one. Let me see if I can find it. Yes.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, everybody. Hold on, I want to find the level. Oh, this is the level. Sorry, I thought it was a Ninja Gaiden, but it turns out no, it's Batman. My game is none other than Batman Return of the Joker on the Nintendo Entertainment System. You want to talk about a game that looked high-tech? Look at this. It's snowing. This game damn near looks 16 bits. That's how good this game looks. Fluid animations, lots of action, hard as heck. I mean, and an epic soundtrack. What more can you say? Look, just you're welcome, everybody. Feast your eyes on the incredibleness that is The Dark Knight on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Return of the Joker. There's a reason why this game commands the price that it commands, and it's because it's basically a 16-bit game running on the 18-bit Nintendo. And after the levels, right? So let me see if I can fast forward this boss. Yeah, so I'm just trying to fast forward the boss. Here we go. There's the boss, right? So you got to fight the bosses. They look cool. The bosses have lots of detail on them. But here's the best part. You beat the level. And you get these awesome, like, look at that. You know that's the Batwing. That looks good, guys. You got to admit.
It does. It does
that
look
looks
really good. It does.
And in the first level, you get Batman, a little thing of Batman. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I already passed it. Sorry. It's a fast-paced game.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Anyways, believe me, you get a little something. Here we go. So stage 1, 2, you fight on the blimp. All right, there. And so look at this one. Come on. That looks cool.
Does
that
look
looks
really
cool,
good.
guys. But, this is all about the gameplay, not the stills. And I'm telling you, Batman, Return of the Joker, delivers on the gameplay. It looks phenomenal. Not disappointing at all. Nice and colorful. Huge sprites. Fluid animations. Just great stuff. Let's check in with the chat real quick. 1970 Grown Pony says, I loved Contra. Oh, here we go. Dreadpool says, you want to read this one out loud, Death Dealer?
Death Dealer, did you want anything from DQ before we head home? No, thank you, dear. I appreciate it, though.
I see you didn't offer me anything. Just saying. Hold on. I'm typing in the chat what the poll here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. That's not how you spell that word. All right, guys. So we're gonna do our intermission voting. Oh wait, no, we don't. So we're gonna keep checking in. 1970 Chrome Pony says, "I loved Contra. Left, right, start, select, up, down, left, right." Yes, no. The Konami code was up, up, down, down, left, right. Be a start for Contra or select start for 2 players. 100 lives, all of them lost in the first 3 levels for me. I was not very good at Contra. Game Genie was my friend for a game like Contra when I was little. Thanks for correcting me. I forgot. Yeah, how could you forget the Konami code? You should know that code more than your own social security number. All right, guys. So, Death Dealer, do you want to tell them in the chat ask him which game looked better?
Yeah, sure. Your choices are as follows: Super Mario Brothers 3 or Batman Return of the Joker. I think we all know where I'm going with that one. Although Batman,
you can't deny Mario looked good, but I think they both look great. I mean, but I think for almost looking 16-bit, I think Batman's going to take this one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the chat votes, or if you're going to do a clean sweep on me.
It was beautiful. I mean, Mario is a gorge. It's recognizable even today, even if people have never played it. You can take any still from that game and people will instantly know what it is. Batman, on the other hand,
everybody knows who Batman is.
Well, they know who Batman is, but I mean, can you take any still from the game and people will know what game it's from?
Oh man.
Yeah, see? Yeah, think about it.
Maybe. I mean, I can tell, but again, I'm just a little different. Obviously, because I pulled it up. Right.
Just so, say again, Batman is a beautiful game. Don't get me wrong. And I do remember playing it, but I hands down played Mario much, much more. We obsessed over that game when it came out. When Batman came out, we played it. We had to stay up all weekend to beat it, of course, as children have to do usually. Well, back then games were much shorter, I think.
Yes.
But yeah, Mario was the obsession. Everybody had it. Everybody had to play it. I think I'm taking this one. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. To have the audience vote, here's Mario Bros. Street, and that's the full Tanuki suit right there.
So cute. Look at how adorable.
Oh man, it's hard. It's going to be hard to beat Mario. Let's check in with the chat. Dreadpool says, "I'll send you some cottage cheese, Axel." Actually, I like cottage cheese, so that's not really bad for me. Tony, you want to read this one here, Dead Dealer?
Nope. I know my social security number better.
I don't know if this is his real number, but here you go, you identity thieves. 212-174720. Sir X-Man says, "My favorite game on the NES will always be Rygar." Not bad, not bad. All right, I think that's good for the voting. Let's take a look at how the audience voted.
And I did.
Hold on. Let me see.
I did a clean sweep. Super Mario Brothers 3 at 77%. Over Batman Return of the Joker at 22%. I'm sorry, Axel. I know the games.
You do. You gotta go get my eyes checked.
These are my counsels, man. I love these games.
There you go. Fantastic choices from Death Dealer. Guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I know today was kind of a quicker episode, but I'm trying to get back to the quickness of this episode, as before we were always in and out in an hour, and I'm trying to get back to it. But hey, if the show suddenly morphs into a 2-hour show, so be it. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. But before you guys leave, I do want to announce that I am going to be bringing back Good Morning Xbox. Me and Noof have finally come to terms, signed the papers. I am the sole proprietor now of the Good Morning Xbox time slot from him and the Good Morning Xbox assets and the name, all that good stuff. So, guys, I want to announce it here that starting this week, Good Morning Xbox will be coming back this Sunday. Be sure to tune in here on Iconic Video Games for the premiere of the newer Good Morning Xbox. Much more fast-paced and hopefully a lot more fun. I want to do things really fun with the show. So yeah, I cannot wait for that. Be sure to tune in Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern. That's really early, guys. So be sure to tune in. That's why it's called Good Morning. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I am your host, Axle1324.
I'm Death Dealer.
And guys, we really wouldn't have a show without you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows I do. And thank you so much. Oh, just a bored artist says, where's Doggy Dog? Doggy is out with his daughter, tending to her, making sure he's being a very supportive father. So good shout out to Doggy. And just bored artist says, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, just a bored artist. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. And we'll catch you guys next week here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And I will catch you on Sunday. Bye, everybody.